So some that we're seeing right now, an overall softness of the space is happening in design, and that can be in so many different ways. A big way right now is acoustics and softening the sound of a space. So really adding in those more quiet areas. It could be in a ceiling material with baffles or clouds of different shapes and sizes. It could be in wall materials, definitely furniture. There are even lighting fixtures that can help with acoustics, really soften that sound and add back in a level of privacy into the offices, where we've seen a lot of open offices is kind of moving towards, again, that more private and adding those spaces in, really softening the acoustics of the space. We also see kind of softer forms and shapes in patterns, in materials and finishes that way. Also in the architecture itself, a lot of arches are being used. It could be seen in forms of reception desks, really adding in those soft curved lines, kind of moving away from those harsher straight lines, a little bit of a contrast to that. And then another small thing that we're seeing, and this might be because everyone has been working from home a lot, is adding in those kind of smaller accessories that you might find in a home, like pillows in the lounge furniture, or curtains, room dividers that are a fabric texture, a softer texture, really bringing in that comfort and a softer feel to the office. Another design trend that has been in design for a really long time is bringing nature and nature-inspired design. Biophilia is huge, and that continues to be a design trend. The benefits to a person's wellness is really huge, and so that trend is still going, bringing in daylight, greenery, natural living plants, as well as using colors inspired by nature as well. Speaking of colors, we see lots of different design trends with color. They move through all the time and they always rotate, but right now we're seeing a lot of warm colors and warmer neutrals. So where we were seeing a lot of cool grays, cool wood tones, it's moving more towards those natural tones of wood and natural materials. So a lot of warmth, and a lot of the neutral colors, again, are warmer, and even things like dusty pastels like blush are being used as a neutral. So that's a new trend that we're seeing as well. Another huge trend right now is the use of texture and finish and materials in a space. So really adding that visual depth and dimension to a space, and that could be with a wall material with a natural stone or an exposed brick or carpet material, even on the furniture, the textiles that are being used. Adding in that texture and that visual dimension really adds character and personality to a space. And I think any space that has, a distinct character is really fun. So we're also seeing bold pops of pattern, really large scale patterns, bold pops of color against a neutral background, as well as mixing old and new elements. So really bringing that character and kind of that distinct personality to the space is a really huge trend right now. And then the last kind of note on trends, I recently read an interview where the designer was asked what trend she thinks is out or what trend she thinks is over, and she said that the trend she thinks is over now is judgment. Nothing's out, and she said if you enjoy it, if you love it, use it. And I completely agree. With trends, what works in one space or one project might not work in the next, and I think that's a really cool thing about being a designer, is we get to work with all these different companies and all these different clients to really make a space that works for them and represents their company and what feels authentic to them and a place that they will love.
Well, perfect. That's a lot of information, a lot of useful and good information, and I appreciate your time today. And so if any of you out there have any further questions for Hannah, or if you yourself or your office would like to sit down with her to discuss kind of office trends, whether you're building a new office or going through a renovation, feel free to reach out to myself or Hannah, and she will be able to get you as much information as you need. Everybody have a great day, and we hope to hear from everyone. Thank you very much.